सबसे ज्यादा आप एक बात बताइए कि टफेस्ट ट्रेनिंग कौन सी लगती है आपको?
सर द ड्रिल। एक स्टाइल हम घर से सीख के आए थे, दूसरा स्टाइल इधर चलना सीख रहे हैं। ट्रेनी जो है वो हवा में ही रहता है, उसके दोनों पैर कभी जमीन पे नहीं टिकते।
एक साथ नहीं टिकते ना?
एक साथ नहीं टिकते।
ट्रेनिंग का जो मूल वो जो है मंत्र वो यही है कि ट्रेनी के दोनों पैर एक बार जमीन में नहीं होने चाहिए।
हमारे सर सीनियर भी कहते हैं ट्रेनी रोज जीता है और रोज मरता है।
Hi, I'm Major Gaurav Arya, and I'm at the CRPF Academy here in Kadarpur, Gurgaon. Here, a lot of things are taught to under-trainee officers, and none of them easy. Why? Because here, it is believed that you cannot defend a nation by peace. You need strong men who are willing to stand and defend the nation from all internal enemies. There is a great deal of debate nowadays in the media about what is patriotism and what is nationalism. Everybody has a different definition of these terms. Today, I'm going to speak to some soldiers, some officers, and find out what loving the nation means for them, what patriotism means as far as they are concerned. Hello, my friend.
Hello, sir.
What's your name?
Malay Shivnagaraj, sir.
Shiv Nagaraj.
Yes, sir.
Jai Hind, my friend.
Jain, sir.
Tell me, you must have heard so many debates about nationalism, patriotism, etc.
Sir.
I want to ask you now, you're wearing a uniform.
Yes, sir.
And the nation looks up to you as a role model.
Yes, sir.
The young men and women of this nation look up to you as a role model because you're defending the nation, and you're going to be defending the nation further after 6 months.
Yes, sir.
When you have those 3 stars on your shoulders.
Yes, sir.
So tell me, my friend, what does patriotism mean for you?
I firmly believe that 3 stars on the shoulder is brighter than a billion stars on the sky. For me, as a CRPF officer, I firmly believe that protecting unity and integrity of this great nation called India is my primary motto, and my patriotism is.
So your patriotism means defending
Unity,
the unity and integrity of this
this
nation.
great nation.
Many people say that people in India or the young in India must serve in the armed forces or in the paramilitary forces or in the CPOs for 1 or 2 years to instill that discipline in them, that patriotism in them. Do you agree with this?
Yes, sir. I feel wearing uniform is quite a different job, and it makes an ordinary person to be more patriotic than other persons. It makes a person more disciplined towards the nation, and it always reminds a person his own duties towards a great nation of their birthhood. An ordinary person always speaks about their rights.
Yes.
But when one ordinary person comes into the field of forces,
Then you start speaking about duty.
Yes, sir,
Because
obvious.
that is what they teach you here.
Yes.
That rights, of course you have rights.
Yes.
Your rights are respected.
Yes,
but
sir.
when you wear the uniform,
It makes more sensible towards their duties.
yes. Thank you very much. Wonderful speaking to you, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
Jai
Thank
Hind.
you very much. Thanks.
Hi. Jain, my friend, what's your name?
जितेंद्र नंदावा सर.
Okay, Jitendra. Aram se. Jitendra, tell me here. For you, you're wearing the uniform today.
sir.
What is the meaning of patriotism for you?
So for me, being a ward of police personnel, it's more important to serve the nation with utmost dedication, because people fear secure. They don't. They can live fearless and enjoy their freedom and liberty, because we are standing there in uniform. That's what the patriotism is for me. It's very much important that we must develop a sense of security among the people. As being belonging to a most Naxal affected district of India,
Yes.
I had experienced the trauma of living in fear.
Okay.
So,
And which is that district?
Sir, Gadchiroli in Maharashtra.
Oh, you're from Gadchiroli, is it?
Yes, sir.
All right.
So I had experienced the fear. I had seen the trauma of losing the near and dear ones in Naxal affected violence and all these things.
Yes.
So it's for me, it's to have a sense of security among my people,
Yes.
so they can live fairly against any anti-Naxal elements, be it Naxalism in central India or terrorism in J&K or insurgency in Northeast.
So do you feel that youngsters in India should serve for at least some period of time in a uniformed force, Army, Navy, Air Force, BSF, CRPF, ITBP, any other force? Do you think they should serve for a certain period of time?
So if you as for my opinion, then yes, they should serve. Because sir, being in uniform, you realize what it takes to protect the country.
Excellent, my friend. Wonderful speaking to you.
Thanks, sir.
And tell me one thing, I'm not going to ask this from anybody except for you. You said you're from the worst Naxal affected district in India. And yes, Gadchiroli was in the news for all the wrong reasons for a very long time.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to know, what are your plans after you pass out?
So I will opt for Cobra, possibly 206 if I get.
Knew it. I knew it, you'll go to Cobra. Hello, dost, what's your name?
Money, sir.
Money.
PJ Manikandan.
That's a nice name.
Thank you, sir.
Everybody wants to have you. Money. So, Money, where are you from?
Sir, I am from Kerala.
All right. And tell me, Money, the same question that, I've been asking your friends and your colleagues here. What is patriotism for you?
Sir, for me, patriotism means serving the people. By this job, I get the opportunities to serve the people and the Javans and to make peace in the country. By maintaining peace in the country, the people can be happy by creating development. So, for me, patriotism means serving the people.
Serving the people, so you create peace in the country, and because of peace, there will be development.
So, the people can be happy.
Yes.
By that.
So the people can be happy if there is development. And development can only happen if there is peace.
Peace.
And you see yourself as an agent that will give that peace so that development can happen.
Especially in the states like Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, there is lack of development.
Yes.
So
Because the Naxals don't allow development only.
allow development.
You see, you have identified a problem, you know the solution, and you have joined so that you can effect that solution on ground, right? Thanks a lot for speaking to me.
Thank you,
It
sir.
was a pleasure. Jai Hind, my friend.
Jai Hind, sir.
Aram se. Tell me, what's your name?
Sir, Lokesh Shukla.
Lokesh Shukla. And Lokesh, where are you from?
I am from Pratapgarh, Uttar Pradesh.
Acha. Lokesh, for you, what is patriotism? Deshbhakti kya hai?
Sir, for me, patriotism is loving your job and doing your duty honestly. Because in CRPF, our citizens are looking for have a deep belief in CRPF. We are involved in riot control. We are also involved in Maoist control. So if we are happy with our job and we will do it honestly, we will take their belief and do our duty honestly.
Chalo, thanks. Pleasure speaking to you, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Jai Hind, my friend.
Jai Hind.
What's your name?
Imran Khan.
Imran Khan. Aram se. Imran, tell me, you've heard what I've spoken to your friends, your postmates, your buddies, your brothers. And I want to ask you, for you, what is the meaning of patriotism? Deshbhakti ka matlab kya hai aapke liye? What is patriotism for you?
Protecting the nation
Yes.
from the internal disturbances, from the problem that our country is facing for 60, 70 years, that
Yes.
is in the LWE area.
Yes.
That is the biggest challenge for me. I
Yes.
belong to Raipur, Chhattisgarh.
Yes.
So I have taken it as a life goal for myself,
Yes.
so that I can root out this problem from my state, and that will be a fulfillment for myself, and that would be the contribution toward my patriotism.
क्या आपने इसी के लिए CRPF join करी?
I can say yes, because
To a very large extent.
yeah, absolutely, because earlier I was working in 2-3 places.
Yes.
So I always wanted this army, or I must say this worthy job. Yeah, why? Because there is a less difference between the worthy job, all worthy jobs,
Yes.
work toward the same patriotic thing.
Yes.
In a different corridor or front.
Very
So-
सबके different duties अलग हैं,
Duties
responsibilities अलग हैं,
है,
लेकिन
goal एक
goal
है,
वही है.
बिल्कुल,
बिल्कुल
means
ठीक है.
different, but the goal is same.
Yes.
So I joined this force so that I can serve the nation,
Yes.
and I believe this is a better platform to serve the nation.
Okay. And tell me, do you feel that in India, people should serve in the defense forces, CPOs, paramilitary forces, at least for a year or two?
Absolutely.
you agree?
Absolutely, yes, 100%.
Yes. You feel they should serve?
Absolutely, yes.
Why?
The reason is very simple. Look at the difference when a civilian comes as to join the force, and within few days he becomes much more fitter, much more I must say that energetic, fit, and organized, disciplined.
Yes. Disciplined.
Yeah, and that is very, very important, and that also gives him the understanding of what is nation.
Yes.
बिकॉज आप जब तक आएंगे नहीं सर्विस के लिए, जब तक आप ज्वाइन नहीं करेंगे फोर्सेस वगैरह, आपको एक्चुअली ये चीज़ क्लियर ही नहीं हो पाती है कि आपके लिए देश है क्या.
Such a pleasure meeting you, Imran. और एक बात बताइए, आप क्या करने वाले हैं 6 महीने के बाद when you pass out? आपके लिए क्या?
So when I'll pass out, most probably I'll join the Cobra, and I'll get more skilled, better skilled, so that I can serve my forces in a better manner.
Very well said. Very well said.
Thank you.
Viewers, you've seen the reaction of all these under trainee officers, all of them training here with the CRPF. very eager to go forth, and what are their views on nationalism. They speak about serving the country, they speak about defending the country, they speak about discipline, how they can contribute to peace and prosperity. And all of them are extremely clear. They say that across the board, they have an agreement that yes, people must serve at least for some time in any force, Army, Navy, Air Force, CRPF, BSF, ITBP, or any other uniform force, because it is only in the forces that you are taught the meaning of fundamental duties, or whatever your duties are towards this country. You know, you have fundamental rights, but nobody speaks about duties. Nobody speaks about, people say कि मेरा हक ये है, कोई ये नहीं कहता कि मेरा फ़र्ज़ क्या है. ये लोग कहते हैं कि फ़र्ज़ सीखना बहुत ज़रूरी है. It's important that you should know your duty, and that is what soldiering teaches you. That is what the uniform teaches you. I asked them what their idea of patriotism and love for the country should be. Everybody said something different. Somebody said defending the country was patriotism. Yet somebody else said that development in the country is patriotism. Everybody had a different idea. But when they are here, they are forged through fire to have one single aim, to defend the country the CRPF way. Viewers, today I'm honored to be joined by Mr. R.P. Singh, Director, CRPF Academy, Kadarpur at Gurgaon. This is one of the most premier academies in the country where they train under trainee officers of the CRPF who will become the future leaders of this vibrant and brilliant force. Sir, welcome to Patriot.
Thank you.
Sir, I will start by asking, what is the significance of this academy? हमने CRPF Academy का बहुत नाम सुना है आने से पहले, लेकिन इसका significance क्या है, इसका महत्व क्या है सर?
देखिए, जो CRPF की एकेडमी, ये बेसिकली जो हमारे कैडेट्स हैं नए, जो असिस्टेंट कमांडेंट आते हैं
जी,
ये एक तरह से उनका यहाँ से पुनर्जन्म होता है
जी.
UPSC selects from the various social and educational and economical background people. कोई महाराष्ट्र से है, कोई तमिलनाडु से है, कोई पंजाब से है, कोई अर्बन का है, कोई रूरल का है, कोई इंजीनियरिंग बैकग्राउंड का है, कोई आर्ट बैकग्राउंड का है. फिर वो जब हमारे पास आते हैं तो then we train them, amalgamate them, and then we make them a good leader for the force so that they are able to serve the country in one wavelength.
जी.
उनकी सोच, उनकी विचारधारा, उनकी सारी चीज़ें वो एक लाइन में देश की सुरक्षा और आंतरिक सुरक्षा कायम करने में लगे. इसलिए ये एकेडमी में आके एक तरह से वो अपनी पुरानी ज़िंदगी को त्याग करके एक नई ज़िंदगी धारण करते हैं.
This CRPF Academy has been established at this location in 2005 for the training of the directly recruited gazetted officers. Before 2005, the training was being carried out at ISA Mount Abu, but because of certain restrictions, land and other problems, this academy was shifted to this place. This is co-located with the group center in an area of 305 acres. Since its establishment, the academy has trained 1,603 trainees so far, and presently one batch of 30 trainees, that is the 49th batch, is undergoing training at this place. The qualification is basic is the graduation, age up to 25 years, and male/female candidates both can apply for the officer cadre. The selection is through the UPSC, which is advertisements are given and posted on the CRPF website also. After that, he goes through the process of physical, medical, and based on the merit list, they are selected and detailed for the courses.
Viewers, I'm joined here by Mr. Naresh Sharma, Commandant, who's the overall in charge of training and also administration of the CRPF Academy at Kadarpur, Gurugram. And I'm going to speak to him because I'm intrigued. This is a 305-acre campus, and I'm intrigued by the fact that what are the administration inputs which are required in running such a large campus and the cadets, etc. So let's start. Welcome to the show, Mr. Sharma.
Thank you, sir.
मेरा पहला सवाल आपसे ये है कि this is such a large academy and there's training going on, there is instructors, there are trainees, etc. etc. तो काफ़ी बड़ा महकमा है यहाँ पे. What are the administrative challenges that you face?
The administrative, it has several challenges. Like in the administration, firstly, when the candidates come, cadets come, we call them DAGOs, directly appointed gazetted officers.
All right.
They have to be accommodated, and it is a different kind of, we have to present the best to them, because what they see here, they are going to give it to others.
Yes.
So we have to, look for the accommodation, their security, and we have to get them equipped as per the standards which are there for the academy.
तो आप you pay a lot of emphasis on this. You give a lot of emphasis. कि एक standard होना चाहिए.
एक standard होना चाहिए, because they have to maintain that standard. They have to be habitual of that standard, and that is the image they are going to carve for. It is पहला कदम अच्छा होगा तो सब अच्छा है. पहला कदम यदि ठीक नहीं है
तो फिर
since
कुछ
the day
ठीक
they join, we have to groom them in that manner that they are the best.
Absolutely, absolutely. Mr. Sharma, एक बात बताइए आप, यहाँ पे इंस्ट्रक्टर्स हैं, quite motivated, quite committed. मैं जानना चाहता हूँ इंस्ट्रक्टर्स का सिलेक्शन का प्रोसेस, ये जो टीच करते हैं डैगोस को, who are these people, who are these officers and men, ये कौन है लोग?
Instructors जो भी हमारे पास academy में हैं, they are the best lot in the CRPF.
Okay.
They are the best in the physical training, they are the best in the weapons, they are the best in the tactics, and they are the best in, say, in map reading or in any subject. And these instructors have been selected after a lot of scrutiny.
Okay.
The best persons, they are initially they are posted to, say, RTCs, recruit training centers, or our central training colleges.
Yes.
And then the finest of them, the fine, are selected for their tenure in our academy, that is CRPF academy.
बिल्कुल, क्योंकि वही लोग इस काबिल हैं कि CRPF की फ्यूचर लीडरशिप को ग्रूम करें.
जी.
That is why you select them like this.
And some of the instructors have been trained in the various other forces, schools, or in the military also.
Okay.
They are there.
We are standing here in the middle of this lovely parade ground of the CRPF Academy in Kadarpur and Gurgaon, and I'm joined by Deputy Commandant D.K. Singhdev, who's in charge, who's Director Training for the DAGOs, or the under trainee officers, and I'm going to speak to him because he has a wealth of experience not only in training but also in operations, and what we hear from him is actually a goldmine of information. Welcome to Patriot Dev.
जय हिंद सर.
जय हिंद. देव, एक बात बताइए, आप यहाँ पे ट्रेनिंग इंचार्ज हैं, आप डायरेक्टर ट्रेनिंग हैं
सर.
तो इसमें क्या क्या शामिल होता है? आपका एरिया ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी क्या है?
सर ये CRPF की एकेडमी है
जी.
जहाँ पर यंग ऑफिसर्स जो UPSC से सिलेक्ट होते हैं उनकी बेसिक ट्रेनिंग होती है.
अच्छा.
तो हमारे पास यंग एस्पिरेंट्स क्वालिफाइड
जी.
वो ज्वाइन करते
जी.
हैं. दे ऑल आर सिविलियंस.
ओके.
Our responsibility as DS is to convert them in a fighting leader of
Okay.
this force.
बेसिकली एक सिविलियन को सोल्जर बनाना.
Yes, sir. And the efficient company commander of CRPF.
एफिशिएंट कंपनी कमांडर ऑफ
Yes,
CRPF.
yes.
पर ये जो सफ़र है ये दुखदाई तो होगा,
Sir,
क्योंकि आप लोग आराम से तो छोड़ते नहीं हैं.
sir, the training is quite tough,
ट्रेनिंग इज क्वाइट टफ ना?
Yes,
मुझे
sir.
लगा देख के.
sir.
बेचारे 4 बजे से लगे रहते हैं.
Sir, the routine starts in the morning
यस.
until late evening. Them.
ओके.
And there are days in jungle camps, in survival. We give them almost 2 or 3 hours to sleep.
ओके.
So it's quite tough physically as well as mentally.
मेंटल प्रेशर काफ़ी होगा.
काफ़ी प्रेशर है. They have to survive. They have to clear the challenges.
यस.
And we make them survive on meager foods, meager water.
यस.
And we
So they
create
get
the
used to
things.
it.
Yes.
बिकॉज जब वो जाएंगे कोबराज में या कहीं जाएंगे तो उनको यही देखना है.
Yes.
तो आप बेसिकली लड़ाई की तैयारी करवा रहे हैं.
Basically लड़ाई की
ये वो
तैयारी
चीज़
करते
है. I'm standing here at the drill ground. I've often said that drill is the bedrock of discipline, and it is here that, they're trained in the basic rudimentary aspects of drill. And we are going to speak to them, and now we're going to understand, especially from the drill ustads, the sahabs here, who drill this every single day into them, what it means to be an officer, what the military bearing should be, etc. Let's speak with him. जैन साहब,
जान साहब,
आप यहाँ पे ड्रिल इंस्ट्रक्टर के तौर पे हैं
सर।
आपको कितना टाइम हो गया सब सीआरपीएफ में?
सर मैं पिछले 5 साल से यहाँ पर पोस्टिंग हूँ सर।
जी
सर, और ड्रिल का ही मैं इंस्ट्रक्टर हूँ यहाँ पे सर।
आप ड्रिल इंस्ट्रक्टर हैं?
जी साहब।
अच्छा साहब, एक बात बताइए, आप इसके पहले कहाँ पे थे?
सर इसके पहले मैं फौज में था सर।
इंडियन आर्मी में?
इंडियन आर्मी में सर।
जी, कौन सी रेजिमेंट के?
और मैं डोगरा रेजिमेंट में था सर।
यहाँ पे अंडर ट्रेनिंग ऑफिसर्स हैं, ये आते हैं, अब इनका ड्रिल से तो कोई वास्ता है नहीं
सर।
पहले
नहीं सर।
कुछ थे, हो सकता है वो आर्मी से आ रहे हों या कहीं और से आ रहे हों, लेकिन ज़्यादातर जो 90% है उनका ड्रिल से कोई वास्ता नहीं है। उनको लाइन पे कैसे लगते हैं?
सर सबसे पहले जब ये घर से आते हैं अफसर, तो इनको हम जब एकेडमी के बीच में जब पहुंचते हैं, जब इनका ट्रेनिंग स्टार्ट होता है तो सबसे पहले ड्रिल स्टार्ट होता है। तो ड्रिल स्टार्ट करने से पहले सब हम इनको बातचीत करने का तरीका, उसके बाद उनको ड्रेस पहनने का तरीका सिखाते हैं और फिर इनको हम चलने का तरीका सिखाते हैं सर। उनके पैर पकड़ के हम इनको पैर को निकालना है, टांग को कैसे सीधा करना है, हाथ को कैसे सीधा करना है, वो हम पकड़ के सिखाते हैं। तो ये एक माँ बाप वाला रोल हो जाता है ड्रिल उस्ताद का। इतना उसमें वो हो जाता है कि वो कभी उसको नहीं छोड़ सकता है सर वो।
थैंक यू वेरी मच साहब, बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे बात करके।
जैन साहब,
we were talking here to Inspector Uttam Singh of the CRPF, who's an ex-army JCO who's been posted here, and you know, he's done drill, he's taught drill at the IMA Indian Military Academy, the Republic Day and the Dogra Regimental Center, and today he brings that same expertise here on these grounds, and he says one thing: this is where officers are made, this is the place where the blood and sweat flows, and from here officers of the Central Reserve Police Force are created. These training officers are now getting ready for drill, which is perhaps the most difficult part of any military training to master. I'm going to speak to some of them and find out what their challenges are, where they come from, and where they want to go. Karan Sharma. So Karan, where are you from?
So I'm from Nagpur, Maharashtra.
All right, and what brings you to the CRPF? I believe a lot of people in your batch are engineers. What about you? What's your qualification?
I'm an engineer too, sir.
Engineer.
Yes,
and
sir.
In which branch of engineering did you qualify?
Electrical, sir.
You're an electrical engineer.
Yes, sir.
So what brings you to CRPF, my friend? Why did you join the CRPF?
So I think it's the charm of the uniform.
Okay.
And I always thought very highly of CRPF.
Okay.
It is one such force which is holding the country together.
Okay.
Right from Kashmir to the northeast to the Red Corridor, and I think it has a wide spectrum of opportunities for an officer
To prove himself.
To prove himself, yes, sir. It's not just about filling my own pockets.
Yes.
It's about giving, whether it is for the nation or to the enemy.
Yes.
It's all about giving.
Well said. Very well said. So you're an under trainee now.
Yes, sir.
And how many weeks to go?
6 months to go, sir.
6 months to go.
6 months to go.
6 months to go. More of ragda, weapon training, drill square, sports,
A lot of
tactics.
it, sir.
Every day, huh?
Every day.
They start making you miserable right from the morning?
Right from the morning, even before the PT begins.
Yes.
We have already done like 50 to 100 push-ups and this and that, all sort of stretches.
PT before PT, PT after PT,
before
चलता
PT
रहता
and
है।
PT after PT.
कितने बजे सवेरे से?
ट्रेनी जो है वो हवा में ही रहता है, उसके दोनों पैर कभी जमीन पे नहीं टिकते।
एक साथ नहीं टिकते ना?
एक साथ नहीं टिकते।
ट्रेनिंग का जो मूल वो जो है मंत्र वो यही है कि ट्रेनी के दोनों पैर एक बार जमीन में नहीं होने चाहिए।
उस्ताद का मुंह उतर जाता है अगर पसीना सूख जाए तो। But we love our ustads.
All the best, my friend.
Thank you.
Hi, Sajal.
Hi, sir.
So, Sajal, where are you from?
Basically, I am from Haryana, sir. But since childhood, I am living in Delhi, sir.
दिल्ली वाले हैं आप?
Yes, sir.
तो आप बताइए आपने क्या पढ़ाई करी? What were your qualifications?
Sir, I graduated in BSc Maths Honours from Kirori Mall College, Delhi University. I got also opportunity to join the Google and the Wipro after the pass out from college. But I refused that and I started preparing for the armed forces because it's my dream to serve as a nation as an officer, whether it's armed forces or paramilitary forces.
Okay.
CRPF gave me an opportunity and I grabbed with both hands.
तो आप एक बात बताइए साजिल,
Yes, sir.
क्यों? CRPF क्यों?
So CRPF is the world's largest paramilitary forces. And it's given opportunity to serve in the different sectors, whether it's the J&K, Northeastern sector, or it's whether it's or in Jharkhand. It's the unity bind force. It's basically binds our country. It's the totally
ये आपका मानना है कि सीआरपीएफ पूरे देश को मजबूत बनाती है,
Yes sir.
पकड़ के रखती है,
Yes sir.
एक जिसको कहते हैं मजबूती लाती है देश के फैब्रिक में, जॉइंस द फैब्रिक ऑफ द कंट्री टुगेदर।
Yes sir.
तो कैसा लग रहा है ट्रेनिंग में?
ट्रेनिंग सर इनिशियली में आए थे तो काफ़ी हार्ड लगा था।
हाँ,
मॉर्निंग में सिविलियन लाइफ थी तो मॉर्निंग में उठते नहीं थे, 8-9 बजे उठते थे। यहाँ पे फर्स्ट डे 4 o'clock
8-9 बजे तक 3 पीरियड खत्म हो जाते हैं यहाँ
यस यहाँ पे ब्रेकफास्ट स्टार्ट हो जाता है 4 घंटे के ट्रेनिंग के बाद।
पे। अच्छा,
सो इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट इनिशियली बट
कितने बजे उठते हो यार सवेरे?
सर राइट नाउ 4 o'clock सर।
4 बजे उठते हैं।
यस सर।
सोते कितने बजे हो रात को?
रात में सर 10:30-11 बज जाते हैं।
11 बज जाते हैं।
Yes, sir.
5 घंटे की नींद बहुत है,
यस सर इट्स एनफ।
है ना?
यस सर।
बिल्कुल, पर सोते हो बिल्कुल जैसे कि
यस सर।
घोड़े बेच के।
बस जाके पसर जाते हैं सर।
बिल्कुल ना, फिर सवेरे ही उठते हैं। 4 बजे
सवेरे
जब घंटी बजती है
जब अलार्म बजता है तो उठ जाते हैं। अलार्म जिस दिन नहीं बजा तो उस दिन पनिशमेंट पक्का है क्योंकि उठ नहीं पाते हैं और लेट हो जाते हैं।
तो और यही वो जगह जहाँ पे ज़्यादा पनिशमेंट्स मिलती हैं।
यस सर।
ड्रिल स्क्वायर,
यस सर इसी के चक्कर काटते रहते हैं सर।
है ना?
यस सर।
नहीं छोड़ता उस्ताद?
नहीं सर।
उस्ताद का काम ही है नहीं छोड़ना आपको।
यस सर।
तो उसके बाद आप सबसे ज़्यादा आप एक बात बताइए कि टफेस्ट ट्रेनिंग कौन सी लगती है आपको?
सर द ड्रिल।
ड्रिल स्क्वायर इज द टफेस्ट?
यस सर।
क्यों?
सर द मार्चिंग द फ्रंट दौड़ कदम ताल विद दीज ड्रिल बूट्स
हाँ,
इट्स लाइक हेल सर।
एकेडमी में दिस द ये मंदिर तो यही होता है, जितने भी ऑफिसर्स का यहीं पे तो सिखा रहा है वो कैसे चलना है।
सर
कैसे
एक स्टाइल हम घर से सीख के आए थे, दूसरा स्टाइल इधर चलना सीख रहे हैं।
इधर चलना सीख रहे हैं
Yes,
ना?
sir.
और ये वाला ज़्यादा मुश्किल है,
ये वाला ज़्यादा मुश्किल है
और यहाँ पे प्यार से नहीं सिखाते।
घर से मैं तो प्यार से सिखाते थे, इधर दूसरा प्यार है पर दूसरा प्यार है।
दूसरा प्यार है,
यस सर। रगड़ा भी प्यार ही है सर,
पर खत्म नहीं होता ना रगड़ा।
नहीं सर, प्यार खत्म होगा तो फिर कैसे चलेगा।
वेरी वेल सेड, वेरी वेल सेड। थैंक यू वेरी मच माय फ्रेंड।
थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू। अजीत लोधी,
Yes, sir.
जय हिंद।
Thanks.
अजीत आप कहाँ के हैं?
Sir, I belong to Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh.
अच्छा, एंड व्हाट इज योर क्वालिफिकेशन?
Sir, I am BTech from IIT BHU Varanasi, Electronics and Communication Engineer.
आप आईआईटी के हैं
Yes, sir.
और आप मेरे साथ यहाँ पे ड्रिल स्क्वायर में पसीना बहा रहे हैं,
Yes, sir.
मेरे साथ के अपने साथियों के साथ।
Yes, sir.
वेरी गुड, सो प्राउड। सो टेल मी अजीत, आप आपने आईआईटी से आप आईआईटी क्वालिफाइड हैं,
Yes, sir.
देन आफ्टर दैट यू chose to join the CRPF.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Sir, I have been working in private sector earlier.
Okay.
I worked there for 4.5 years around.
Acha.
But the area of responsibility that private sector gives is very small.
Tell me, who all are there in the family?
Sir, I have a wife and I am recently blessed with a daughter, and
Oh.
I have one brother and mother.
Lovely.
Yes.
Brother छोटा है आपसे?
No, sir, elder brother.
Elder brother.
Yes, sir.
Tell me something, घर वालों ने मना नहीं करा?
A lot of relative also are not very
Happy.
cooperative with this decision, but somehow I persuaded them because there is a very positive side of this job.
Yes.
So that helps me to persuade my relatives.
Wife ने मना नहीं करा?
No, sir, never.
Never. So, which is the aspect of training that you find the most difficult?
So मुझे सर ट्रेनिंग में मोस्ट ऑफ द थिंग आपको एक्सट्रीम में पुश करती हैं,
हाँ.
तो ज़्यादातर चीज़ें मुश्किल ही लगती हैं और मोस्ट पार्ट ऑफ द ट्रेनिंग इज़ डिफ़िकल्ट.
Yes.
हमारे सर सीनियर भी कहते हैं ट्रेनी रोज़ जीता है और रोज़ मरता है.
बिल्कुल.
तो इसलिए मोस्ट ऑफ द थिंग डिफ़िकल्टी होती हैं.
And all the best, my friend.
थैंक यू सो मच.
Such a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Arif Hussain.
Sir.
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind, sir.
So, Arif, what's your story? कहाँ पढ़े? कितनी पढ़ाई करी?
Sir, I have done my BTech from Metallurgy and Material Science Engineering.
Okay.
From National Institute of Foundry and Force Technology.
All right.
After that, I got placement in Dassault System A's R&D in 3D PLM in Pune.
Dassault, वो जो fighter jets बनाते हैं.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here
And
I was.
what was the responsibility there?
Sir, I was quality analyst for the software CATIA, sir.
No, ये मैं जिससे भी बात करता हूँ, everybody here is saying that we are binding the nation together. Everywhere is CRPF.
So it's the only force which is omnipotent, sir.
Omnipotent and omnipresent.
Omnipotent, sir.
हर जगह है.
हर जगह है सर.
मौजूद.
कहीं ऐसी जगह जहाँ सर भगवान भी नहीं है सर. छत्तीसगढ़ में सर जहाँ रिलीजन भी नहीं है सर, वहाँ पे CRPF है सर.
हाँ, मैंने देखा छत्तीसगढ़ में कुछ मानते नहीं रिलीजन. कई जगह पॉकेट्स ऐसे.
सर CRPF का टेंट मिलेगा सर.
है ना? Viewers, he just said one very particular thing, very, thing which will stay with me for a very long time. He says, जहाँ पे भगवान नहीं है वहाँ पे CRPF है. इसका क्या मतलब है? झारखंड, छत्तीसगढ़ में ऐसे जंगल हैं जहाँ पे मीलों मील आपको कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. वहाँ पे कुछ नहीं है. पेड़, जंगली जानवर. उन सड़कों पे गाड़ियाँ भी 1 घंटे के बाद कभी एक निकल गई तो निकल गई. सुनसान इलाका, कई 100 किलोमीटर तक. पर वहाँ पे कहीं ना कहीं आपको कोने में एक CRPF का टेंट मिलेगा. You'll find one tent of the CRPF with a few jawans securing that patch of the forest. Viewers, I'm here at the CRPF Academy in Khadarpur near Gurugram, and in front of me I laid out the entire spectrum and array of weapons that the Central Reserve Police Force uses. Now, some of the weapons are really old and some are new space age weapons which the world has not used so much. So there is an entire buffet table of weapons here. For those interested in guns, ammunition, this will be an interesting view. This is the 303. Now this weapon was used a long time back. You must have seen it in Hindi movies. Some police forces, in fact many police forces still use this weapon, and this is what the ammunition looks like. And this weapon is a bolt action weapon. It can fire till 300 meters, that is the effective range of this weapon. And this is the same weapon, it's also the 303, but you see that it has copper linings. During the good old times, good old days, they used to fire grenades. They used to have an attachment here in the front and they used to fire grenades. And because the stock was made of wood, it will often burst or be destroyed. So to clamp down and sort of hold the weapon together, they had these copper wires. It's exactly the same weapon. This beauty here, old timers would remember this weapon. I have not seen it in the army for a very long time. This is the 7.62 mm LMG. And this is now kept, this tripod and this entire contraption actually is for an ECEC roll, that is the anti-aircraft roll, kept as a model here. But this is how the magazine would come out, viewers. You do it like this, you press the catch and the magazine comes out and you place it again. We trained with this weapon in the academy and even in the unit. This is the weapon that we fired. Very effective, very solid weapon. It had a changeable barrel. You could take out the barrel and put a fresh barrel because the barrel would tend to get hot. This here is what is called the bipod. So bipod gives you more stability, gives you more accuracy, and a weapon placed on a bipod is far more stable. You can get the enemy more easily. It's more accurate on a bipod. This is the Israeli. This is an Israeli weapon which people popularly call the corner shot. So what you have in a corner shot, viewers, is there's a Glock pistol here. In this contraption, there is a Glock pistol here, and these are called the Picatinny rails on top. You have the butt here and you have the bipod here. Now, the beauty about this weapon is that if there is a wall and if somebody is hiding there, to kill him or to engage or neutralize that adversary, you would normally have to go and, because the weapon fires line of sight, So to shoot an enemy, you have to go right in front of him. With this weapon, the beauty is that you can, So, for example, now this weapon, look at this. Now there is a screen here. This is the screen here. So in this screen, I can look at the enemy. I know where the enemy is, and the enemy is behind that door. So I don't have to go in front of him. I can simply press the trigger and engage him from here. So this can move both ways. This weapon can move both ways. You see? You can engage to the right, you can engage to the left and be in your position. This is called a corner shot. It's a beautiful weapon. I have not fired this weapon before, but they tell me it's a fantastic weapon. Plus it's got these Picatinny rails where you can put a lot of sights and whatever you want. You can put a thermal imager, you can put a scope, whatever you want. Viewers, this is the 84mm Carl Gustav rocket launcher. This is Swedish in origin, and this fires 7 varieties of ammunition. I'll just tell you about one. Okay, and this weapon, when you charge it from here, you can charge it from here. So now, if you see, I've charged it from here. This weapon is cocked now. I've charged it. This weapon is cocked, and once it's charged, then This is called the Venturi. This is called the Venturi. All right, this area, and this is where the back blast comes from. I remember our instructors telling us that the back blast is almost 15 meters. So anything which is behind this rocket launcher while it's firing, the back blast is so much that it can burn a person alive if a person is within that 15-meter range. There are a lot of shells. There's 7 types of ammunition. You know, there is illumination, there is TPT, there is HE, which is high explosive, there is high explosive anti-tank, so on and so forth. There are smoke rounds, etc. But I will tell you about this. This is a typical HE, which is high explosive. So with this, you can achieve a range of 1,000 kilometers, which means that it can actually effectively engage, or the HE-80. This one can effectively engage the enemy at 1,000 meters. So you also have the air burst, in which it bursts over the enemy and causes damage, and etc. So for various operations, you have a lot of permutation and combination as far as the ammunition is concerned. This is the trusted 84mm Carl Gustav, which is used by the army, by CPOs, by paramilitary forces. They use it. This is a very, very trusty weapon. Now, this weapon, during my time in the army, we used to call it the AGL. Now this is called the AGS, which is roughly the same thing as a Russian weapon. Uses this grenade. So this grenade goes inside this magazine. There are lots of grenades in these magazines, and then you can as per your convenience, you want to lower the weapon. You can lower it, or you can raise it, because the more you raise it, the further it will fire. And then you can also move it like this. To a certain level, you can move this weapon. It's a great weapon. I remember on the line of control, the enemy was very, very scared. I think they're very, very scared of this weapon even now. During our time, they told us, I don't know if there is new ammunition or not, but during our time, they told us that it contains 96% RDX and 2% wax. So I don't know about the current scenario, but during those times, the ammunition was 98% RDX and 2% wax. Again, I reiterate, this is not the entire lineup of weapons that the CRPF uses. They use a lot more weapons than this, but this is what is available here, and this is what I wanted to introduce you. Let me again take you to my favorite, that which I have used, which I have carried with me, and which even today, after so many years, provides me with a deep sense of belonging and a deep sense of safety. Though I'm not in the business of picking up weapons and firing them at an enemy, but just for the sake of old memories, this, viewers, is, as I said, the AK-47. It's such a beautiful weapon. Almost 70 years old, this weapon. While it has been modified and while it has been improved, but even after 70 years, this weapon continues to be the hot favorite. I mean, there is no replacement of the AK-47. So this was a small introduction to weapons, and also to this one, my first love.
सभी साहिबान सोचें AK-60 राइफल की मैगजीन में कितने राउंड आते हैं? करण साहब, दुरुस्त बताया आपने। दाहिने से रिटर्निंग ऑफिसर, AKM के पीछे लाइन वन। चालर बुझाई कर, उम्र पर चालर बुझाई कर,
Viewers, you've seen a class of weapons training on the squad post and also here in the field, where they field stripped various weapons, including the AK-47, and they put it back again. Now, here are 500 trainee officers whom I'm going to speak with and find out what weapons training means to them, and about their family backgrounds, their education, and each and everything, and what motivates them to be officers in the CRPF. Hello, my friend.
Jain sir.
Jai Hind. Aapka naam?
Yadu Krishnan V.
Yadu Krishnan V. यदु कृष्णन वी, आप कहाँ के रहने वाले हैं?
मैं केरला का रहने वाला हूँ।
केरला के। और आपने एजुकेशन में क्या करा आपने?
मैंने मेरा डिग्री बीटेक इन कंप्यूटर साइंस था, फिर मैंने मास्टर्स इन पॉलिटिकल साइंस भी किया।
बीटेक इन कंप्यूटर साइंस एंड मास्टर्स इन पॉलिटिकल साइंस।
यस सर।
फिर सीआरपीएफ में कैसे आ गए? हाउ डिड यू लैंड अप इन द सीआरपीएफ?
सर, इट वाज माय चाइल्डहुड ड्रीम टू बिकम अ सोल्जर।
All right. And so you have become a soldier.
Yes sir.
So you're holding an AK-47 in your hand. Have you fired this weapon?
No sir.
You're yet to fire?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, but you will be firing very shortly because now you have learnt everything, you know?
Yes sir.
वो typically होता है, आर्मी में भी ऐसे ही होता है. First they'll make you do squad post lessons, field stripping of the weapon, खोलना, जोड़ना, फौरी इलाज की कार्रवाई, and then you go to the range.
Yes.
So you know the weapon well. So are you looking forward to firing this weapon?
Yes sir.
Do you know that this is the most sold and purchased firearm in the history of this planet?
Yes sir.
The AK-47 is used by everybody and is going to be used by you also.
Yes.
Good. So tell us something about your family.
I come from a rural background. My
Okay.
father is a farmer and
Okay.
my mother is a housewife.
All right.
And I have done my schooling also nearby my home.
Okay.
Then
Brothers and sisters?
No, I'm the single child in my family.
You're the single child in your family and you have
Yes.
won the uniform.
Yes sir.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yes.
So tell me, how are you finding the training? Tough?
पहले तो टफ था, अब वो आदत पड़ गया. Toughness has become a routine.
Okay.
And now it's becoming.
And now you look forward to it?
Yes sir. I'm enjoying the training.
You're enjoying the ragada also?
Yes sir.
Happens every morning, huh?
Yes.
Morning till evening.
It makes us tough.
It makes you tough.
Yes.
And slowly you learn to ignore pain.
Yes sir.
You learn to ignore the weather.
Yes.
है ना?
Yes sir.
ऐसे ही होता है. फौज चमड़ी थोड़ी सी मोटी कर देती है.
Yes,
उसके
sir.
बाद ये सब प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं आती ना?
Yes sir.
चलिए, good to hear. All the best, brother.
Thank
and
you,
do
sir.
well. Jai Hind.
Hind,
Hello.
sir.
Jai Hind. What's your name, my friend?
Mitanshu Chaudhary, sir.
Mitanshu, where are you from?
I am from Meerut, sir.
Close by, not very far.
Yes, sir.
अच्छा. So Mitanshu, you tell me, where did you do your education from and आपने पढ़ाई लिखाई क्या करी? आपकी क्या qualifications हैं?
Sir, I have done my 10th from St. Peter's Academy from Meerut only.
Okay.
And after that, I landed in KV Kendriya Vidyalaya, Dokra Lines.
Okay.
I have done my 12th there.
All
And
right.
after that, I have completed my chemical engineering from UP Technical University. And then I started preparing for competitive examination.
You're a chemical engineer?
Yes, sir.
अच्छा. तो आपने जब इंजीनियरिंग करी अपनी उसके बाद आप सीआरपीएफ में किस तरीके से आए? मतलब डिड यू प्लान टू कम थ्रू सीआरपीएफ? डिड यू ऑलवेज वांट टू कम टू सीआरपीएफ? हाउ डिड इट हैपन?
Sir, I started giving 2 papers, UPSC Civil Services and CAPF.
Okay.
In the second attempt, I cleared this, and my first choice was CRPF.
Your first choice was CRPF
Yes,
and
sir.
you took CRPF.
Yes, sir. My father is SI in UP Police, and he kept on telling about the election procedures, and he intermingled with the CRPF personnel and their RF unit also.
Okay.
In
So your father had an exposure to CRPF
Yes, sir.
because he's from UP Police.
Yes, sir.
He worked with the CRPF closely during the course of elections,
Yes, sir.
and he has told you about CRPF.
Yes, sir.
So that motivated you.
Yes, sir.
Because
And I have asked my father also which to fill first, and
Yes.
he told me CRPF outrightly.
so tell me, what part of your training that you find most difficult?
Sir, it's like after the PT period when you come for drill.
Yes.
Here in the CRPF, we do drill after the PT period.
Absolutely.
And
फौज में
after-
भी यही होता है.
And after that, there is a SI Govind Ram.
Yes.
And he used to make us do Ucha Kadam Tal
Yeah.
mostly for 40 minutes or so. So
My
that is-
God.
yes, sir. Ucha Kadam Tal, that 40 minutes. And
Yeah.
that is good, sir. We have improved a lot.
Yes.
He is very dedicated person. And
Yes.
we respect him a lot.
Yes.
And that is more difficult part. But that is most lovely part also.
कभी ऐसा लगता है कि उस्ताद रोक दे ये सब 2 मिनट के लिए?
सर
सांस
कभी
ले लें.
लगता है, मगर बाद में सर ऐसा लगता है कि बहुत अच्छा हुआ मतलब.
चलो, so now you're looking forward to your first posting after
Yes,
6
sir.
months?
Yes, definitely, sir.
And
I am planning to join Cobra, sir. Thank you, sir.
and hope you have a fantastic tenure with the Cobras.
Thank you, sir.
And happy hunting.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, my friend.
Yes, sir.
And what's your name?
Shashank Shekhar, sir.
Shashank Shekhar. I'm not able to read anybody's name because of the pouch. Shashank Shekhar, where are you from?
Sir, I'm from Muzaffarpur, Bihar.
Okay. And where did you do your education from? Bihar only?
No, sir. I have done my schooling from Sainik School, Bhubaneswar.
Okay.
And my graduation from Delhi College of Arts and Commerce, Delhi University.
Delhi College of Arts and Commerce.
Yes,
and what
sir.
did you do in graduation?
Sir, I'm graduate in History Honours.
History Honours?
Yes, sir.
Let's shake hands again.
Yes, sir.
किस साल में आपने करा History Honours?
Sir, I have finished my graduation in 2014.
2014?
Yes, sir.
I finished my graduation in 1992.
Yes, sir.
History Honours, St. Stephen's College, Delhi. And you're the only guy in your entire course who has done exactly the same education that I have, you know. We have done it from the same, this thing, I'm in the same stream at least.
Right, sir.
Okay, so tell me something. What brings you to the CRPF? Why the CRPF? Why did you choose CRPF as a career?
Sir, for me, this camouflage uniform was the greatest attraction and motivation. And having studied in Sainik School,
Yes.
so it was a, sir, long desire to join armed forces.
Yes.
So, but due to some problems, I couldn't make it to armed forces.
Yes.
So, but the color of uniform may be different, but we are serving the same flag. So I joined this force.
Yeah, you're serving the same country. It doesn't
yes,
matter
yes, sir.
from where you serve. Yeah.
So even for CAPF, I applied for CAPF. I opted for CRPF because it has it works all India. It's an all India force.
Yes.
So, and I liked it, operational theaters and all.
And
so
I'll tell you something about the CRPF. The kind of duties that you'll do in CRPF, you'll not do in any other force.
Right, sir.
You do everything in CRPF.
It gives a lot of exposure and it works in every sectors.
Yes. CRPF is everywhere.
Yes, sir. Everywhere.
वो घर वालों ने बोला नहीं क्यों CRPF जा रहे हो?
No, sir. My parents were always very supportive about my training.
And what about your friends?
Of course, sir.
Friends must have been happy, no?
Yes, sir. They are very happy.
No,
when their friend join armed forces or something, you know.
Yeah, they have a talking point. आपस में बात करने का अपना भाई चला गया वहाँ पे ना. They have that.
Right.
I know, yaar. I know. चलिए, fantastic meeting you. Hope you have a fantastic career and live a full life with the CRPF.
Thank you, sir.
Many congratulations on your brilliant choice.
Thank you, sir.
Jain, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
Now, speaking to these young under trainee officers of the CRPF there, and they're so motivated. Most of them are highly accomplished in terms of their educational qualifications. Many of them are engineers by profession, by qualification, but so many of them have given up jobs, plush jobs, high-paying jobs, or the prospect of a high-paying job in a multinational or a good company, and they've left all of that for the lure of this, this camouflage uniform, this jungle camouflage. All of them with one aim in mind, or that one perspective that somehow you wear the uniform and you do something which is bigger than yourself. You've seen a fantastic demonstration of shooting skills and combat fighting here on the range. And it is on this range that the CRPF in this academy produces marksmen. Now I have with me two crack shot marksmen who were firing at all those targets that you saw. And I'm going to speak to one officer here and find out what he finds exciting in his job and what is his story. Assistant Commandant Kuldeep Singh, कैसे हैं आप?
I am good, sir.
अच्छा, now tell me, आपने अभी MP5 के साथ शूट करा और बहुत अच्छा आपने और साहब ने बहुत अच्छा एक हमें डेमो दिखाया शूटिंग का. ये पहली बात तो इस वेपन के बारे में, इस वेपन की क्या खासियत है? क्योंकि एक ज़माने में हम लोग कार्बाइन यूज़ करते थे 9mm की, अब तो ज़्यादातर ये MP5 आ गई हैं, मॉडर्न वेपन है हेकलर एंड कोक का. इसकी क्या खासियत है हथियार की?
ये वेपन सर 50 मीटर से 200 मीटर्स तक एक्यूरेट फायर करता है.
बिल्कुल.
और रूम इंटरवेंशन के लिए हम इसका इस्तेमाल करते हैं. इसके अलावा कोबरा इसका इस्तेमाल कर रही है. और PDG हमारा इसका इस्तेमाल करती है. SDG जो है PM प्रोडक्शन में इसका इस्तेमाल करती है.
अच्छा.
साथ ही साथ VIP सिक्योरिटी में टोटल इसी का आजकल इस्तेमाल किया जा रहा है.
आपका इतना लंबा तजुर्बा है CRPF में, कोई एक ऐसा किस्सा बताइए, कोई एक ऐसी स्टोरी जो आप ज़िंदगी भर तक, चाहे CRPF आप छोड़ दें, रिटायर भी हो जाएं, आप कभी वो स्टोरी नहीं भूल पाएंगे कि आपके साथ कोई ऐसा हादसा हो, LWE में हुआ हो आपके साथ, या कश्मीर में हुआ हो, कहीं पर भी हुआ.
नॉर्थ ईस्ट की बात करते हैं. मेरी बहुत ही कम सर्विस थी, थोड़े दिन मतलब ज्वाइन ही किया था, थोड़े दिन हुए थे मेरे को. तो ऐसा ही कुछ इंसिडेंट हुआ था. तो एक इंसर्जेंट जो है ही वाज एरिया कमांडर. लेटर ऑन किसी ने मेरे को बताया कि एरिया कमांडर था. तो वो भाग रहा था. तो मेरे गन पॉइंट पे था, लेकिन मैंने फायर इसलिए नहीं किया क्योंकि उसके पीछे जो है लेडीज और बच्चे जो है वो गाँव के मुँह कर रहे हैं.
अच्छा.
ये हमेशा याद रहेगा. दूसरा इंसिडेंट है हाई कोर्ट लखनऊ का एक इंसिडेंट है मेरा, जिसमें कि आफ्टरनून में 1:45 के लगभग की एक इंसिडेंट था. इस 1999 की बात है, 2 सितंबर. किसी ने किसी पे फायर किया प्रेमिसेस में, और मैं उसकी सिक्योरिटी उस समय देख रहा था. तो उस समय जो है वो भागने की कोशिश की, उसने गोली मार ले वन ले. लेटर ऑन हमने उसको पकड़ा भी और उसको अरेस्ट करवाया और सिविल उसका हैंड ओवर किया.
और जो आप नॉर्थ ईस्ट की कहानी सुना रहे हैं ना, कि वो इंसर्जेंट या मिलिटेंट भागा, आपकी गन साइड पे था, लेकिन पीछे औरतें बच्चे थी, इसलिए आपने फायर नहीं करा. यही एक फौजी की नीयत होती है कि ठीक है, उसको तो हम कभी और भी पकड़ लेंगे.
जी बिल्कुल.
वो अगर CRPF के घेरे में आ गया, आज नहीं तो कल नहीं तो परसों मरेगा ही मरेगा.
आएगा.
वो भाग नहीं सकता.
बिल्कुल नहीं भाग.
लेकिन अगर एक मासूम की जान चली गई, वो वापस नहीं आ सकती.
वो वापस नहीं आ सकती.
नहीं तो ये तो बहुत ही, मतलब मैं आपको कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट करता हूँ एंड आई एम सो प्राउड, आई एम स्पीकिंग टू यू. आपने बहुत अच्छा काम करा है.